So I just saw Avatar: Fire and Ash, and now look, I was really looking forward to this movie. I am a big fan of Avatar 1 and Avatar: The Way of Water. I will always see these movies opening day in IMAX 3D as fast as humanly possible. And so with Avatar: Fire and Ash, what does this movie follow? Well, the movie is about the Sully family after that last film where they mastered water, got introduced to this character named Spider. Kittredge became Navi, and yeah, this one is kind of very similar to that one, except this time it's fire people and they're the antagonists, not the protagonists, unlike a Way of Water, where the Water Tribe were a, pretty much a part of the clan. And here we're being led by this Fire Lord, and she is really good. She is a good villain here. Kittredge is a good villain as always, but she is definitely a better villain. They have a lot in common, so they form kind of a relationship throughout this movie, and that's pretty fun to follow because it mirrors a lot of what Jake Sully went through, and the Tiri went through in the first movie. So that's pretty fun to see. And with the family, yeah, I mean, the family feels definitely saddened at the loss of the oldest son. Spoiler for the second movie. And now Spider can breathe air. He can actually go to Pandora and be okay, not have to wear a mask. So it becomes this whole big discussion of if we even let him, somebody who we've accepted into our family, breathe Navi air, then the humans are gonna figure it out. They're gonna take over, and Pandora would no longer be a Navi planet. It will be another planet for Earth to inhabit. And that just can't happen because it's wiping out a whole civilization, it's wiping out a whole group of people. And yeah, I didn't say this in the beginning of the review, but I did like this movie. Not as good as the first two, I'll say that. But the 3 hours definitely fly by. It has some really interesting subject matter here. The complaints about the stories are the same as the second one. Yeah, kind of, but also not really because they also have the added advantage of the human plot here, and also the plot isn't really the same. It's more along the lines of the first movie when it comes to the villains, because Kittredge and our Fire Lord, they kind of have the same ideas and the same kind of relationship that Jake and the Tiri did in the first movie, except this one goes bad towards the end. And yeah, I mean, it's a James Cameron spectacle. This movie looks incredible in 3D. It looks incredible on the big screen. It's one of those movies I can just watch over and over again on the big screen, and I wouldn't complain. But it's kind of expensive to see a movie that many times in 3D, so I'm not going to. But yeah, the characters here are still good. They do some interesting stuff with Curie. It kind of does follow the same beats as the second movie with the story of it. But it also is really fun. It's definitely a very beautiful movie. The last act is incredibly gorgeous. Like the effects here only just keep getting better from each movie to each movie. So of course, when this one, the effects are incredible. And without spoiling anything, yeah, the ending is very, very good. I really enjoyed the movie. Thought it was a really good time. Looks incredible. Its acting is really good. It just becomes a little repetitive. And while I'm not of the opinion that most people are who've seen this movie of, I don't think James Cameron should continue this franchise. I think he should, but I think before he makes this fourth movie, he really needs to think, okay, what can I do to make this incredibly different from the last two? Because I feel like that's what's going to get people on your side. If you keep making the same movie over and over, you're going to lose people. And that's what this movie got to at one point, but it is saved by the villains are very good, the effects are very good. I still really like the Sully family in this movie. I still really enjoy them. And yeah, it's just a fun little movie. Not little, it's a huge ass movie. It's ginormous. I will still say the same way I did with Avatar: The Way of Water. See this on the biggest screen you can. See this in IMAX. See this in 3D. It is worth it. It's worth the money. I might go a second time to see it again, only just because this movie's just really fun to watch in those formats. But yeah, as for Avatar: Fire and Ash, thought it was a really good time at the movies. So I will give Avatar: Fire and Ash about a 7.5 out of 10.